Hey, I want to make a video today to go over a few things, and pardon me here, I'm kind of losing my voice a little bit. We were riding bikes and I was screaming while I was doing it. Not screaming in terror, well, sometimes, but mostly just trying to hear each other with helmets on. But I wanted to go over a few things today. First off, I want to say to anyone out there that supported the channel or one of our projects for a pet or a vet charity, if you're due a sticker or a patch, they're on their way. So watch your mailbox. They've already been sent out. Everybody has been sent. It's all updated. If you've been waiting for something, it should be coming within the next week, or else it got lost because you've been sent it. Everything's been sent. Also, I have sent out the first of the Hero and the Patriot Pins. Hero and Patriot Pins are the pins that go to people who have donated a certain level of money to the pets and vets charities, etc. over the lifetime of the channel. There's not very many of those yet, but there have been a few now, and I've sent them out. So those are on their way. Also, I want to address people out there that are asking, how is it best to get in touch with Mikko? Some people send me emails and they're like, he responds right away. And other people are like, I never get a response. Well, the people that I respond to right away, well, you're lucky. I just happen to be sitting at the computer when you sent me an email, or else I'll probably never see your email. I get too many of them, and unless I know you're sending me something and I know to search for it, I probably won't see it, like I said, unless I'm sitting right there. If you want to contact me, the best way is not through social media, because I am not good at the PMs, the DMs, the BMs, or any of those things you want to slide into for some reason. I'm not good at any of them. In fact, most of them just confuse and frighten me. And the ones that I can sort of figure out, every time I launch them, I get messages from family members who I don't want to talk to, so I kind of avoid them. So the best way to contact me is in the live chats. I do one pretty much every day right now. In fact, I think I do one every day. So if you've got a comment or a question or a topic you want me to discuss or hear from me about something, come into the live chat. Type at the Yankee Marshal in front of your comment and the live conversation that's going on. That'll put a little red box around it. I'll see that, and I'll know that that's a comment for me, and I will usually address those. No matter what they're about, usually. I have no shame. Go ahead, ask me whatever you want to ask me. But that's the best way to contact me, is through the live chats. You can take your chances on email, but like I said, unless I'm at the computer, which is, a good 7 or 8 hours a day, I'm not going to see it. And that's only if I'm actually have the program open when I'm sitting there. So best to come to the live chats. Also, I want to address some people that have said, well, what is the best way to support your channel? Because some people have been supporting me on Patreon, but then they don't want to do Patreon anymore. Well, I'm going to tell you, Patreon is the best way to support the channel by far. If you're not a gun channel, if you're not one of those gun channels that wants to engage in, basically Ponzi schemes for Japanese product or Chinese products, or violate interstate commerce laws, or do some other very unscrupulous things. I'm looking at a certain gun channel out there with 3 initials in their name. Patreon's the best way to support any gun channel. They take a tiny little percentage and they're stable. I know a lot of people are like, well, Subscribe Stars keeps losing their fucking funding. Their funder, they're people who do their actual processing. They think they've lost it like 3 times now. So all it takes is them to lose a funding processor one more time, and then none of the channels get support. So it's not a stable enough platform yet. If it ever becomes stable, I'd have no problem moving over to it. But for right now, it's not stable. So Patreon's the best way to support a channel. They take the tiniest percentage. If you don't want to first off, for the people who do Patreon, I've had a few people that ask me, hey, we want a higher tier level than the $20 level. Because there's 3 or 4 people who donate more than $20 a month, but they're lumped in with everybody else who donates $20 a month, which ain't a lot of people, period. You're in a small group if you're at $20 a month. I think most gun channels out there will tell you the vast majority of our supporters are like $2. But if you're one of the $20 people, but you donate more than that and you want another group, I've added another tier. It's going to be the K9 Unit Leader tier, and that's for people who donate $50 a month, and you only have to do it 1 month, and then you'll get a special pin, a lapel pin that is actually the badge of the K9 Unit badge, has Turnip's face on there. So there's a new tier on Patreon for people who want to use Patreon but want to be able to distinguish themselves a little bit from the $20 tier. The new $50 tier, for all probably 3 of you that want it, is available now. And you will, like I said, get the little lapel badge to show that you are one of those members. Now, also, I wanted to add one last thing here, is that I am going to add a way that you can support the channel through YouTube that is a little bit different than the other ways to support the channel. Now, I always say YouTube is a good way to support a channel, but YouTube takes the biggest cut of anybody. They take like 35-40%. But still, it helps. It helps a lot. Keeps, I guess, YouTube alive, and it keeps the gun channels out there being able to be in the face of people who are anti-gun. I'm doing a new thing people have asked me to do. Well, actually, a few people asked me to do it, but I thought it was a good idea, so I'm doing it. They've got a thing now where you can get custom icons after your name, and I know this is I can't explain how it works or anything like that. I don't know that stuff. But if you become a member of the channel, when you comment, like on my videos and stuff, you'll have these little icons after your name. You'll get one icon after the first month, one icon after the second month, and then a final third icon on the third month that you've been a member of the channel. And those show up every time you comment or anything like that. I've got the actual icons made. So you'll get one for first month, like I said, and you'll get another, and then you'll get another after your name. So all you got to do is go over and sign up to be a member. I'm going to try to put a link either up in the upper corner of this video or in the description below, maybe both of this video, that you can go over to do that. There will also be links to Patreon in the upper corner of this video also. So if you want to get those little icons after your name, or you want to support the channel in some way, but you don't want to have to use Patreon or PayPal or anything like that, you can do that through YouTube. So basically that's all I want to talk about today. Those are the best ways to contact me, the best ways to support the channel, some new ways to support the channel. We have been doing so much for veterans charities and animals charities for quite a while now. We've put I think like 150 handguns into the hands of people that could not otherwise afford them through our generous gift certificate program that we do every week. And if you want to know more about that, go over to tympistolproject.com and look it up, because you won't hear about it anywhere else, because all the other big channels don't want to talk about it because it makes people say, well, if this little channel can do this, if he can do 150 of them, how come you're 10 times his size? How come you ain't done 1,500 of them? And they don't want to have that kind of thing being said, so they just pretend this doesn't exist. That's why it doesn't have the... and what I'm wanting to get is more people applying, not people supporting it. I want people applying to be recipients. So there you go. There's how to contact me. There's how to support the channel and the things it does. And I look forward to doing this for at least a few more years until I get too old to do it, to where I can't hold my bladder long enough to be sit through live chats anymore. So hope to see you along with me on this ride. But right there are some ways to be a part of it as we go along and do the things we do. And like I said, I love the things you guys do because it allows me to take credit for it and look like a big old man. Hey, this is the Yankee Marshal, just reminding everyone out there that if you disagree with anything I say in any one of my videos, be it something political or tactical, I am going to give you the opportunity to come talk to me face to face instead of just having to put stuff in comment sections where someone might not even read them. You can come in one of my live chats and tell me off in person. You just have to send an email to shootingleftofcenter@gmail.com, and in the subject line of that video put "slap the yank," and then I will get back with you and set up a time where you can come in one of the live chats and tell me off face to face.